Hello, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a subject that few people talk about, but that can make all the difference in your health and quality of life. Calves after age 60. Maybe you think this is just another leg muscle, but I guarantee you, taking care of your calves means taking care of your mobility, balance, and even your longevity. Want to understand why? Stay with me until the end. Did you know that one of the body's most underrated muscles could be the secret to maintaining your health, mobility, and even independence after age 60? What if I told you that strengthening this muscle can improve your circulation, reduce the risk of falls, relieve leg pain, and even help prevent cardiovascular disease? So it is. Most people over 60 completely ignore this detail. But today, I'm going to show you why the calves deserve your full attention from now on. And no, we're not talking about aesthetics or muscles to show off on the beach. We are talking about quality of life, avoiding limitations and living autonomously and healthily for much longer. Many people still think that, as they get older, all they need to do is walk a little and everything will be fine. But the body changes, and certain muscles, when they weaken, silently put our health at risk. And among them, there is precisely one of the most important for those over 60, the calves. These muscles that are there on the back of the leg between the knee and the ankle are much more important than they seem. When well cared for, they are like silent allies that keep the body functioning in harmony. But when they are ignored, they open the door to a host of problems that most people don't realize until it's too late. But after all, what exactly are calves, and why are they so essential after age 60? The calves are basically made up of two main muscles, the gastrocnemius, which is more superficial, and the soleus, which is deeper. These muscles work together to perform simple movements, such as walking, running, climbing stairs, and even standing for long periods. They are also activated when we stand on tiptoe, for example. But what few people know is that they have a vital function: help pump blood back to the heart. Yes, exactly what you heard. The calves function as a natural muscle pump that drives blood from the feet and legs back to the central circulatory system. When you walk, climb stairs, or do simple calf exercises, this muscle pump activates and improves blood circulation. This prevents blood from stagnating in the extremities, reducing the risk of swelling, varicose veins, cramps, and even more serious problems, such as deep vein thrombosis. Now imagine what happens when those calves are weak, atrophied, unused. Blood begins to circulate with more difficulty, venous return is compromised, and symptoms begin to appear. Heavy legs, pain at the end of the day, tingling, and in more serious cases, edema and thrombosis that can even lead to fatal complications. And this is where the big twist comes in. After the age of 60, our body naturally loses muscle mass. This process is called sarcopenia and is one of the biggest health problems in old age. Every decade after age 40, it is estimated that we can lose between 3% and 8% of our total muscle mass, and if there is no type of physical stimulus, this loss accelerates even more. With fewer muscles, the body becomes more vulnerable. We lose strength, balance, resistance, and start to depend more on others for simple, everyday tasks. Climbing a staircase, crossing the street firmly, getting out of bed effortlessly. Everything starts to require a lot more energy. The calves, as they are directly linked to locomotion and balance, are some of the most affected by this muscle loss, and when they weaken, the risks increase. You know that silly stumble at home? That slip in the bathroom? These accidents often happen because the leg muscles are unable to react quickly, and this is directly related to weakness in the calves. And here is the fact that scares the most. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 3 people over 65 suffers at least one fall per year. And of those, 1 in 5 develops a serious injury. We are talking about fractures, hospitalizations, and in many cases, loss of independence. But the worst part of all is that most people don't even realize it. They don't see the calf as an essential muscle because it doesn't appear as much. Unlike the arms or chest, which often receive attention in exercises, the calf is forgotten until the day it is missed. And she does. Because weak calves not only compromise your mobility, but also put stress on other muscles and joints. The knee feels it, the ankle suffers, the spine starts to compensate, and suddenly pain appears that could be avoided with simple and regular exercises. And there's more. Strengthening your calves doesn't require gym equipment, expensive supplements, or a lot of time in your day. With easy movements, even done at home, it is possible to activate these muscles and obtain real results. But before I show you how to do this correctly and safely, even with age limitations, pain, or joint problems, you need to understand more deeply the signals that your body is already giving you. Because your body speaks. And many times he is telling you that something is not going well, but you are not listening. So tell me, have you ever felt that feeling of heaviness in your legs at the end of the day? Have you ever had that bad cramp in your calf at night? Have you ever felt unsafe walking on an uneven sidewalk or going downstairs? Be aware that this may not just be an age thing. It could be the clear warning that your calves are asking for help. And now that you understand the essential role they play in your health, it's time to act. But before I show you the clearest signs of calf weakness and how it affects your life without you even realizing it, I need to explain something important to you about balance and falls after 60. Because what comes next could completely change the way you see your own routine and your safety. Are the main causes of hospitalization in people over 60 years of age falling at home. Simple things like slipping in the bathroom, tripping on the living room rug, or even losing your balance when going down a step. They can lead to fractures, surgeries, loss of mobility, and even loss of autonomy. And here's the point that few people talk about. Many of these falls happen not because of distraction, but because of muscle weakness, especially in the legs, and more specifically, in the calves. The calves play a fundamental role in our balance. They act as shock absorbers and stabilizers for the body with each step we take. Every time we step on the ground, they help absorb the impact and keep the body steady. When they are strengthened, they react quickly to any imbalance. But when they are weak, the response is slow, and that is when accidents happen. The truth is that falls in seniors are not just accidents. They are often the predictable result of a body that has been neglected over time. And don't think this is rare. Studies show that more than 30% of seniors over 65 suffer frequent falls, and this is often attributed to age. But in reality, it's a combination of factors: loss of muscle strength, decreased flexibility, poor posture, and of course, calves that no longer do the job. Strengthening this muscle is like reinforcing the foundation of a house. Everything becomes more stable, safer, more resistant. But the benefits of strong calves don't stop there. And now comes surprising information. Exercising your legs, especially the calf area, has a direct effect on your brain. Yes, you heard right. We are talking about neurological stimulation. Researchers have discovered that leg movement activates a series of signals that travel up the spinal cord and feed the brain with healthy stimuli. This influences the production of neurotransmitters, improves focus, memory, and even reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression. In other words, when you move your legs, you activate your brain. And this has everything to do with healthy aging. People who remain physically active, even with simple exercises like walking or doing calf raises, have a lower risk of developing degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And the explanation lies in this intelligent circuit between body and mind, where physical movement stimulates cognitive functions. This is why often, when an elderly person stops walking, they not only weaken physically, but also begin to experience mental confusion, memory lapses, and even mood changes. The body was made to move, and the calves, as they are the engine of this movement, play an essential role in this integral health mechanism. Now, you might be wondering, but how do I know if my calves are weak? This is a very important question, because the body gives signals and you need to know how to recognize them. The first symptom is the feeling of tiredness in the legs with little effort. Walking for 10 or 15 minutes and your calves already feel heavy may indicate that they are not working as they should. Another clear sign is frequent cramps, especially at night. If you wake up with intense pain in the back of your leg, it is a sign of poor circulation and uncompensated muscle effort. Difficulty climbing stairs also indicates weakness. When your calves are strong, climbing steps is a fluid movement. But if they are weak, The sensation is of weight, of instability, and you often start to depend on support, such as handrails, or need to climb with one leg at a time. Also, be aware of the difficulty in balancing on one foot. This is a simple test that reveals a lot about your base muscles. If you can't stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without supporting yourself, it's a warning sign. And there's more. Notice if your legs swell frequently, especially at the end of the day. This swelling can be linked to inefficient venous return, which is often a direct result of the calves no longer being able to pump blood back strongly enough. At this time, the body begins to accumulate fluids, and symptoms first appear in the ankles and feet. Now, knowing all this, you must be asking yourself, okay, and what can I do from now on to change this? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in the next part. The simplest, most effective, and safest exercises you can do at home to strengthen your calves, even if you've never done physical activity before, even if you're overweight, even if you have limitations in your knees or spine. These exercises are quick, practical, and do not require any special equipment. And the best part, you start to feel the results in the first few weeks. But before I show you how to do each movement and create your ideal routine, I want to teach you how small changes in your posture and daily habits can also boost the effect of these exercises and accelerate your progress. Because health after 60 doesn't just depend on exercise, depends on strategy. Now that you understand the importance of your calves and recognize the signs your body may be giving you, it's time to take action. And the good news is, you don't need a gym, you don't need equipment or long workouts. With just a few minutes a day in the comfort of your home, you can strengthen this essential muscle and start to feel the benefits in your circulation, balance, and quality of life. Let's do the exercises. The first and most important is the elevation on the toes while standing. Simple but extremely effective. Stand, preferably close to a chair or wall, to maintain balance. With your feet shoulder-width apart, slowly rise, up on your toes as if you want to get taller, and then slowly lower yourself down. This movement directly activates the calf muscles. Start with 2 sets of 10 repetitions and increase as your body adapts. The secret here is constancy. If you have difficulty standing for a long time, that's okay. You can do calf raises sitting down. Sit on a firm chair. Keep your feet parallel to the floor and little by little lift your heels, keeping the tips of your feet on the ground. Go up and down slowly. This exercise also stimulates the muscles safely and can be done even while watching TV or reading. Another powerful ally is walk. It can be in the backyard, inside the house, or on the street if possible. Walking activates everything: the muscular chain of the legs, improves venous return, and also stimulates the brain. Start with 10 minutes a day and increase. If you can, choose slightly inclined terrain, such as gentle ramps, which demand more from your calves, which increases your gains. And for those who already have a little more confidence, an extra tip: go up and down steps is also excellent. You can use the first step of the stairs at home. Step up with one foot, step down with the other, slowly feeling the movement. Do it with support, always prioritizing safety. This simple variation can boost the strengthening of your calves and even improve your conditioning. Now, in addition to exercises, there are small everyday attitudes that make all the difference to keep your calves healthy and active. The first of them is drink plenty of water. Hydration directly influences circulation and muscle function. A dehydrated body tends to suffer more from cramps and stiffness. Also avoid sitting or standing still for a long time. Prolonged immobility. Here's one of the greatest enemies of circulation. If you work sitting down or watch a lot of TV, get up every 30 minutes, even if just to walk around the house. This simple habit keeps your blood circulating and activates your muscles. Another valuable tip: calf massage. You can do it yourself with your hands or a small ball, gently pressing the muscles to stimulate circulation and relieve tension. This is especially useful for those who feel the region is stuck or sore at the end of the day. And if you suffer from frequent swelling or have varicose veins, talk to your doctor about using compression socks. They help maintain adequate blood flow and reduce stress on the calves. But be careful, always with professional guidance. Finally, don't forget to stretch your legs daily. A good calf stretch can be done with one foot resting on a wall, heel, on the floor and body leaning forward. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and feel the back of your leg gently stretching. Stretching prevents injuries, improves flexibility, and prepares the muscle to function well for many years. All of this, the exercises, the daily care, the attention to the body, is a whole. And when you start to apply it, even little by little, the results come. Less pain, more energy, better circulation, more balance, and above all, more security to live well after 60. And look, if this content is making sense to you, if it helped you better understand your body and what it needs at this stage of life, then do the following. Subscribe to the channel right now. Here we talk about real health, with simple, practical information designed especially for those who are over 50 or 60, but want to live with energy, vitality, and independence. And don't keep this information to yourself. Share this video with someone in your family, a friend or neighbor, who also needs to take care of their legs and improve circulation. Sometimes a video like this can prevent a fall, unnecessary pain, or even a hospital stay. Now that you know how to activate your calves in a simple and efficient way, in the next video, I will show you a 7-day plan to strengthen not only your legs, but also other important parts of your body that help with your mobility and balance. Let's put together your ideal strengthening routine for seniors, even if you're just starting out and have never exercised before.